goes by the other results that have come from the other venues because matches are being played simultaneously. There's Adriana who are losing to Inswateman by 2-1 and BBN Gold Stars are leading Mediema by a goal to 0. It's goalless between Bofuakwa and Bekum. Chelsea with Heart of Lions also currently leading Legon Cities by a goal to 0. And at the National Gas Stadium, Karela are leading Samatex by 2-0. Nations are also drawing 1-1 with Bicham United. You're still watching the Star Times and Max TV's coverage of the Ghana Premier League. My name is Mutala Yakubu. I'm still here with Felix Romack and, of course, Nanedo. Felix, first 45 minutes, interesting game. Karela have done half of the work. The second 45 minutes promises to be interesting, but then they had to do with the hard way. They've gotten 2 goals against league champion Samatex.
I think they've been the better side.
Yeah.
They've gotten a lot of possession of the ball and they've utilized it very, very well. They created decent chances. You look at first goal, that was a very decent cross from the captain Abdul Fattah Mohammed, and then a very good header for that particular goal. And since then, they've defended also very, very well. The cross from Fatal should have been defended very, very well. But sometimes, you know, players, after winning the league, the motivation might not be there to do the right thing.
In their game. Yeah.
And for Karela, it plays good to them because they won their point. They'll do everything possible. Already, they've given you the respect by the guard of honor before the start of the game. But after that, all they want is the 3 points. And clearly, in the opening 45 minutes of this game, they've showed that they are the team that wanted it the most. They've been the better side, and the 2-0 at halftime is the true reflection of the 45 minutes that we witnessed at the Narolugo Sports Complex.
And then we had to take 26 minutes for Karela to get the opener. A beautiful cross swung in by former Hartford captain Fatal, and Welbeck Techi headed it into the net. That set the tone for them to get the second goal, but they have been the better side, no doubt.
Yeah, Samatex started well. In the first 20 minutes. It was like a good game for Samatex. They were, creating more chances and giving a lot of passes in the midfield. But later on, Karela came in and tried to put a lot of pressure on the Samatex defense. So, the Samatex defense were a little bit shaky when the pressure started coming on them. So it's good. After the first 45 minutes, Karela is leading by 2-0. Always, when teams are in need of points like this at home, especially a large home game, that they need to get this maximum 3 points to boost their chance of surviving the Ghana Premier League. This is the kind of results you get in some games like this, and I'm happy for them. If Karela United is able to survive in this year's Ghana Premier League, arguably, I think apart from Amaru Nuruddin, I will take Abubakar Damba as my best coach of the season, because looking at what he has done in the second round, if Karela United is able to survive, looking at the kind of football they are playing today and the kind of pressure they are putting us, a team who has won the Ghana Premier League, it tells you they are really ready to survive in the Ghana Premier League.
Now, Felix, they got the second goal in the dying embers of the first half after a player was brought down in the box. It was a penalty which was calmly slotted into the net by Latif to give them the second goal and put them in a very, very good position going into the second half.
I think the timing of the second goal was very, very important. It was around the 45 plus a 2 additional time, and you want to go into the half with a very huge advantage, and that's exactly what they got from there. I don't really think it was a very well taken penalty. Kofi Ban could have easily saved that. It's a bit disappointing that he comes on, because you realize that from what Samatex wanted to do, they wanted to rest Kofi Ban, and he had to come in due to injury, but he could have saved that. And then again, I think that was a very poor penalty to concede. The player had his back to goals. There was no need for you to try and pull him. When you just saw that the referee, Dr. Imoru, was looking right into it. This was a very silly penalty to concede from the captain. I think that it was very, very off, and there is no doubt about it. The referee was in the right position. The linesman was also in the right position, and clearly that was a very good call from the referee, and a very silly penalty to concede. I
was asking myself what Emmanuel Edusian was thinking when he grabbed the Karela player there. That is Welbeck Techi. When you are in the 18 box, I was asking myself,
and the player's back is facing. He didn't look dangerous.
That is just the basis of defending. I mean, you have the players back facing goal.
Allow him. Give him that close.
Once you hack him down, you give the referee no
sometimes option. Players need to be smart. One, it's an away game for you.
Yeah.
Two, the home team are really in need of the maximum 3 points. You want to do something in the game. In the 18-yard was opportunity for referees to take things out. the ones that would take it. And so some of these things, players need to be careful. And in away games like this, most of these referees will take. And in particular, this game, I think the referee knew it
was an
easy
game.
The two chances I'm creating the goal. I think I remember Karela.
That was an easy decision for referee Ima Osman there to whistle for a penalty, which Latif stepped forward and just hit it into the net. It wasn't the best of penalty kicks, but the most important thing is it went past goalkeeper.
I don't think there was pressure. Yeah. There wasn't placement as well. Kofi Bank could have easily saved that particular penalty. There was no pressure in it. But hey, who so far as it hits the back of the net and it increases our tally, we are good to go. And I'm sure that Abukari Dampa will be pleased with what he's witnessed in the 47 plus extra minute that we've seen in this game.
Felix, what happens in the second half?
The same pressure, the same pressure, the same momentum. Keep hold of the ball. If possible, if you are not going to score, make sure that you don't concede, because should they concede a goal, it brings extra pressure on them to defend that particular lead. So I'm sure the target will be, let's get a third goal that would safely make sure that we have the 3 maximum points in the bag. And if we are not scoring, we should make sure that we are not conceding either. But I doubt, because I look at the first 45 minutes, Samatex haven't given me anything offensively to even say they'll be able to score in this particular game, because Karela, they've been very pragmatic. They've defended well and they've created a lot of chances, and they have a 2-0 lead, which is very healthy with 45 minutes more to go.
Now, in the second half, what do you think would happen?
I'm sure, Karela may even add another goal. Looking at the kind of football they were playing before the end of the 45 minutes, they were still eager to score additional goals. I will not be surprised even in the second half, the first 20 minutes, Karela is likely to score again.
But
this game will not end in 2-0.
Yeah, that is not the only game that is being played. Other games are ongoing at different venues. Some of the results have come through. You've seen what is happening in that game between Nswateman and I think Adriana. Nswateman are leading 2-1 other than Najima Bedupak. It looks like Adriana have lost their home invincibility. Felix, I don't know what is happening. It used to be a fortress.
Well, I think that for them, the reason why this game should be important for them is, well, it is more like the place for the top 4, and it's a derby game as well. So I'm a bit surprised that, but let's not kid ourselves. For instance, last 2 seasons, Adriana have lost that home invincibility. A lot of teams will go to
this season to Karela.
Yes, they go
2 weeks ago.
The teams go to the Nanajima Bedu Park in Domain and feel they can pick a point against Nswateman. But Mutala, with everything that is going on across the other league centers, it is hard to focus and great.
Felix, I'm sure when the game is done, we'll have a lot to talk about, but we have to go back to the National Sports Stadium. Karela leading start times by 2-0.
We are back at the Nasheriga Sports Complex here in Nalerigo. The visitors are on the field. We're waiting for the hosts. Ganiyu takes his position in goal for Karela, whilst his other colleagues get onto the field for the second half of this game. Karela are leading by 2-0. And the substitute board is up, which means that Karela would want to sacrifice Ibrahim Gayas for Solomon Abuaje as we get the game underway. This time the home side are playing from right to left. They try and get deep into the 18-yard box, but the ball goes out. And so it will be a welcome goal kick to the visitors, Samatex. The last 6 matches for Samatex has not produced positive results for them. And so let's see whether they can get back into the game. Ball has been taken away from Edusian. And now Humin comes forward. Not too sure what the change will do for Karela, taking off Ibrahim Gayas and bringing on Solomon Abuaje. Now it's Emmanuel Mama gets to the ball, nicely done. Can he send in a decent cross? He sends in the cross, and that's the rebound. Samatex are back in the game. Abukari Said meeting Emmanuel Mama's cross, but where were the defenders of Karela? Not too sure whether Ganiyu wanted to control with his foot, but obviously big mistake.
Well, big mistake there by the defense of Karela. Rashid Al Hassan, I must say, could have closed in down Seidu on the right side of attack, but unfortunately he allowed that space for the Samatex striker to bury in the ball. But of course, for Asedu, who was also supposed to control the ball in between himself and then Abdul Ganiyu, also actually missed that. I think that it's too early for Karela United to have conceded an early, consolation in this game.
So the scoreline now reads Karela 2, Samatex 1. Seidu getting a goal just at the beginning of the second half. So definitely there are opportunities for the league champions to get back into the game. It's booted away by Rashid, but temporary hold up. Looks like captain is down. Clutching his head. Seems to be in some amount of difficulty. The fans are not too enthused by the fact that the visitors are back in the game after getting a goal. Oh, the elbow went up as well.
It was a dangerous one there. Definitely on the head. The referee must insist that the medical team checks on the player inside the field.
Well, he's up on his feet, thankfully, and would love to continue with the game. Karela need everybody in the game now. And it's a long ball in by Ganiyu. A little push from Rashid Al Hassan, the back of Mama. Just bundled him off the ball. Mano Mama assisting with that goal for Samatex a couple of minutes ago. Throwing advantage to the hosts. It's a long throw, is deep. They're still going forward. Welbeck now. Can he go around his marker? Turned him inside out the first time. The expectation was that he would have delivered a pass. But picked up nicely by Karela. They come forward. It's good to have Samuel Asiedu back on the field. So Welbeck controlled the ball nicely, turned him inside out, and again he had wanted to do a third one. No, pushed the ball a bit too far from his left foot, and that made it difficult for him to control. Of course, we got the negative reaction from the fans as well. They wanted him to have done much better with that. So the gentleman who just came on, Abuaji, is in the 18-yard box trying to get to the ball, but the ball eludes him. Now, Rahman Yaya looking for that decent cross. The ball goes over the line. They will settle for a corner kick. Tete Mensah on guard duty will not allow them to go past. The corner kick is on by Fatau. Kept in play nicely by Maxwell Arthur, but down he goes heavily. The quick reaction from the fans is that the card should be out.
And that was a dangerous tackle there by Edusian, he really needs to be careful, especially after finding his name on the wrong books of the referee earlier in the first department of the game. Going in so dangerously on this particular one would see him receive his second booking.
Karela still lead by 2-1, 51 minutes played. Kofi Ban prefers a two-man wall, and let's see how the defending would be like. It goes into the 18-yard box, but it's headed away only as far as Latif. Mama brings the ball down under control and goes down in the process.
It was another challenge this time round by Karela United, pushing the player from behind. I think it's a foul.
It's a daring run. Subwache went down and appealing for a free kick. Nothing happened there, but Samatex stick charge. Unfortunately, that long ball goes to goalkeeper Ganiyu. Nice stick there. Emmanuel Mama showing a little bit of class. But goalkeeper Ganiyu also living up to expectation. It's a quick turn by Karela. Now they have the opportunity. They give the ball away easily. We'll take a look at the scores at a glance in just a couple of seconds. Let's walk through the replay again. Good turn, laid on the pass, Mama. Got a return, and then the fired shot was on. Smothered by goalkeeper Abdul Ganiyu. Pressure at both ends of the field. But it's now the turn of Samatex to do some defending. Raymond, Kofi and Co go back to help with the defense. Kofi Ban is ready. He comes through, it's a long kick. He goes to the other end. The clearance by Rahman Yaya was not the best. And can Samatex now turn defense into attack? Kofi sends it back. And then it's pushed on by Tete. Tough build up it is, but Owusu-Boakye still going forward. Fatau comes in front of him and they weather the storm. 2-goal hero. He's got a brace this afternoon. He could get more goals.
Yeah, he could have gotten more goals.
Yeah, it's not over yet. So it's Karela 3, Samatex 1. It's the league leaders who are being drilled here in Nalerigo. Let's quickly take a look at the scores from the other center, and it's Bofwa Kwatano who are drawing goalless against Brecum Chelsea. Here at Nalerigo is Karela 3, Samatex 1. Nations FC and Bechem United is 1 goal apiece. Tough game it is. Indiana are hosting in Swatreman in Doma, and Indiana are trailing by 1-2. Elsewhere at the Duns Park is Bibiani Gold Stars leading Mediama Sporting Club by 1-0. And Heart of Lions are currently teaching Legon Cities a lesson or two. They currently lead by 2-0. All eyes after this game will be at the Accra Sports Stadium. It's the battle of the city rivals, Accra Hearts of Oak and Accra Great Olympics. And I can tell you that social media is rife, is buzzed with a lot of talk
Exactly
about the Accra Hearts of Oak Great Olympics game. There's one person who will be missing out at the Accra Sports Stadium due to injury. He's not a player, but he's a die-hard blue and white fan.
That'll be interesting.
Yeah, definitely will be place to be. will definitely be at the Accra Sports Stadium.
Well, the landlord and the tenants.
Yeah.
Who wins?
Confirmation of that card showed to Maxwell Arthur. And we will take this opportunity to wish Mr. William Darkmo a speedy recovery.
Amen.
Game, but I'm sure his prayers and everything will be at the Accra Sports Stadium at 6. That's a tough game, Hearts and Kotoko. Looking at their precarious situation in terms of position and points, even a draw would not be good enough for either of them.
Exactly, that would be bad. I'm just looking at the...
Ghanaians the pressure. Samatex failed to deliver.
Well, could have been the second for Samatex.
Yeah.
Seydou once again was closer to doubling his goal tally in this particular game. Unfortunately, Ganu Mohammed was there for Karela United.
So 58 minutes gone. Comfortable 3-1 lead for Karela. Don't forget, their last 9 home matches, they haven't lost. So it looks like the status quo will be maintained.
That's the opportunity once again for Samatex to at least get another goal. But Rashid Al Hassan was there for the home side.
Good ball control, quick turn, carefully defended. Corner kick advantage to Karela as they come forward. Solomon Abuaji in the 18-yard box. Abdul Latif is also there. They're throwing everybody in now with the possibility of getting more goals. Desmond Jabin has to stay strong and focused in defense for the visitors. And time to introduce some fresh limbs onto the field of play as referee signals for the substitution to be effected. Referee says, well, let's get on with it as we approach the 60th minute mark, 1 hour of playing time. Eventually down goes the player at the expense of Abdul Basit, and now we will have the substitution after this replay.
There comes Abdul Latif, the goal scorer, the second goal scorer for Karela United has been taken out, and bringing in Nuruddin Jibril. I guess Coach Abukari Damba wants to intensify his midfield.
Could be a positive tactic change. Humin goes off, and Umar Farouk is also getting ready to come on, and we will confirm the changes as we go along. Umar Farouk is on. Looks like Samuel Asiedu goes off. Yes, Samuel Asiedu is off. Opportunity for Samatex, and they are back. But the flag went up. Looks like the flag went up on the near side.
Not exactly.
Looks like the goal has been given too.
It's been given. Just like we said, Karela United actually need to be very, very careful in their defense, since Samatex pushing so hard to come back into this particular game. No wonder that they've been able to pull one back again. And I guess for now they were pushing for the equalizer.
And it looks like that goal was scored by Emmanuel Mama. Now Karela. Fatau brings the ball down nicely. Good turn. He's got target in sight. Lays on the pass and is well read by Samatex. Careful build-up. But Jibril Nuruddin could not take advantage. Yes, Mama once again. Can he deliver the drive? He needs the support, brings the ball back, but Rashid stops it dead in his tracks and then clears out. They'll still keep coming forward. Darko's pass. Mama to the near side. And then the cross is on. A bit too strong, that cross from Raymond Kofi. No problems at all.
Well, Manuel Mama once again with that particular wonderful strike. He saw Abdul Ghani Mohammed, who moves off his lines, and he puts it on the left side corner of Karela United. That was a beautiful goal.
That's confirmation of the goal. Inswatreman FC are leading Adriana away from home by 2-1. Nations FC and Bechem currently are tied at 1 goal apiece. Coach Kasim Mingle Okanse playing his former team. Meanwhile, Samatex will want to bring on Isaac Affle. They're taking off Raymond Kofi, and Randy Forson will take his place. Before then, we will continue with the game. Randy Forson will have to wait. It's always a threat when Karela come forward. Still have their eye on the prize, but this time not hitting the target. So a free Aban's goal cancelled by Emmanuel Aban, talking about the Nations FC and Bechem United game. It's still a 3-2 advantage here. Ball headed away. Karela seem to be messing up in their own half when they are under pressure, and then they try and open up when they go forward. "65 minutes gone. We now will have time for the change. So on comes Randy Forson for Raymond Kofi. Isaac Affle will also be getting ready to come on, as well as Daniel Akom. So Isaac Affle replaces Captain Emmanuel Edusian. And then also coming off is Emmanuel Owusu Boache. Made way for Daniel Akom. Into the last 25 minutes of the game now. Tidied up nicely, defense by Karela. Ganiyu gets it out of danger's way. Trying to push men forward. Samatex will opt for the first time clearance. It's a corner kick. It's been a give and take affair. Karela score, Samatex equalize, they add on, and Samatex come back again. This time not the best of corner kicks. Emmanuel Mama falls deep to help Abuaji. Can he get his foot to it? He gets his head to it, and it's Okran who comes forward for Samatex. It's a struggle for the ball at this stage. And they get themselves out of danger. Ball comes to Tete on the near side. Through the middle, this was good for Samatex, keeping the momentum flowing. Seidu's pass, and then they opt to go back. Desmond jabbing. Drawing rings around Karela now. I'm not too sure whether the idea is to tire them out. And with Edusian out of the game, and as you can very well see, the captain's armband has gone to Ebenezer Aqua. It's a long ball forward, but it goes straight over the top. Away matches played by FC Samatex. They didn't score in 11 of them. So obviously a relief that they've got more than one goal away from home today. Can they keep it in play? Goes out for a goal kick. The last 3 meetings between these two sides, Karela has won 1, Samatex has won twice. And so Samatex have their nose in front in terms of the matchups between these two sides. Very short break for Karela to see to some injury worries. But they still manage to keep the pressure on their opponents, Karela. They are not perturbed about the fact that Samatex are fighting their way back. But it looks like clearly, in terms of possession and in terms of play, Karela seem to be the greedy side.
Exactly, and that is what I expect them to do, because a team that is not safe as far as the league table is concerned, getting an opportunity like this against Samatex, you've created so many chances and then you've scored 3, it asks a whole lot of questions, especially seeing Samatex also coming back strongly to get 2 goals in the game. It calls for many to ask why it is so. So I still expect Karela to be greedy enough to prevent Samatex from getting in more goals, so that they'll be able to get the 3 maximum points in order to avoid relegation.
Samatex defend now. Okran picks it up. Mama is on his right. And then Okran will send it back to Jabe. We're into the last 20 minutes of the game. Karela lead by 3 goals to 2 against Samatex. There's Okran. Samatex playing dangerous and nearly paying for it. That's Isaac Affle.
And it was a challenge by the braceman, that is Ulbek Tichi, in that particular scuffle with Beniza Affle, who is the substitute for Samatex. The referee had to roll the ball once again for the game to continue.
It's a forward move by FC Samatex now. They trail by 2-3. Can they get themselves back on level pegging? There's a sprint for it now as Karela have other ideas. Bassett brings it back and then the cross is on, but not the best. Certainly not the best of crosses. It's still goalless in the local derby between Bofuakwatano and Brecum Chelsea. It's a sad story that Tano Bofuakwa would have to head back to Division 1. But like my colleague Mohamed Mutaka said, they started pretty well. How do you?
And after their C4 7th match, the rest is history.
Jibril Nuruddin lays on the pass. Oh! That was a nice pass. Solomon Abuaji just could not get to it early enough. But Jibril did well.
Well, the substitute meandered his way through the defense of Karela, of Samatex, I should say, opening up that particular defense. And I think Solomon Abuaji could have done better.
Injury worries for the 2-goal hero. Techi, the fans loving every bit of it. Nuruddin, the Ghana Premier League winning coach. He watches closely. He knows it's all done and dusted for his side.
Exactly.
Winning the Ghana Premier League. And at this stage with 2 matches to spare.
And after the season, he'll be thinking about how to play in Africa. Probably beefing his squad ahead of that particular intercontinental club competition.
Seidu goes down. Referee says, let the game continue. Yes, Okran. Long pass by Okran. It looks good, but can it be kept in play? Nicely done. Through the middle, unfortunately. Well read by the defense of Karela. "15 minutes to full time, and it's a 3-2 advantage for Karela United Football Club. Should it stay like this, it will push them up the league table a few notches, and that should be good enough for them as they try to avoid relegation. It's a water break for now, and the last 15 minutes of the game will probably be an all-out affair. 3 points in the making for Karela. Bibiani Gold Stars still lead Midiama FC by 1-0. Heart of Lions still lead Legon Cities by 2-0. Iswatreman also lead Adriana by 2-1. Adriana is playing at home. Nations FC and Bechem United are locked at 1 goal apiece. It's goalless at the Sunyai Coronation Park between Bofuakwatano and Brecum Chelsea. And the ladies are here to add a little bit of feminism.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's good to see the ladies coming to watch association football. We saw a lot of them during the double header in Accra, the Women's FA Cup and the Champion of Champions.
Yesterday.
But they also love to watch the men as well.
Exactly. Hardly will you find ladies in our various stadia to watch games of this nature, but up here in Nalerugu, at least there are students who are around though, but of course the community itself, the indigenous itself, who are women, and of course a lot more of them are teachers. They have actually developed so much interest in football. I've seen a couple of them, I've engaged a lot more of them in a conversation, and they will tell you how nice it is to watch football. So it's not surprising to see see majority of them in our game.
I remember one of the games we did at the Tamale Stadium. We also saw a couple of
Exactly.
They're loving the game. They're loving the football. But at the end of it all here, late evening kickoff between Accra Hearts of Oak and Accra Great Olympics. What a cliffhanger that match will be.
Is it still the Manchester Derby?
Well, the Manchester Derby it is, but for Accra Great Olympics fans especially, they would want to call it the landlords versus the tenants. Yeah,
exactly. And as a landlord, they want to dominate, exhibit some amount of powers over their
this
tenants.
time there's too much at stake.
They may want to drag House of Folk out of Accra today.
Well, Bektechi goes off, and so George Amonu will continue.
Well, I guess it's as a result of the challenge that he had with Alpha, the substitute of Samatex.
I think he will take a break for now. I'm sure he wants to rest his limbs for the coronation game. Yes, Tete Mensah. Still Tete Mensah keeping George Amonu chasing his shadows. And now on the far side comes Aqua. Karela take over now. It's a long ball forward, but obviously Kofi Ban will get there first. Karela, can they come forward? Samatex at this stage will defend with everything they have. Yes, Ebenezer Aqua kicks the ball away. Not too far. Down goes the substitute, Daniel Akom. So a few of the officials of Karela United, they've got smiles on their faces. Should it stay this way, they know they're clearly out of the relegation zone. They only have the last match to cement their stay, as it were. Cautiously coming forward, Samatex. On the near side is Okran. Okran can deliver from a distance. This time he goes for a pass and is picked up by Rashid as he comes forward. Lays on the pass, it gets to him. Solomon! Looks like the flag was up. Yeah.
Well, Rashid could have actually released Solomon Abuaji earlier enough. Just at this particular point, he looked at him, and at that particular point in time, Solomon Abuaji was a bit ahead of the Samatex defender.
Opportunity gone for Karela. Into the last 10 minutes now. Do well to win the tussle. Seidu lays on the pass to the near side. Is Mama by Fatao. He's not too happy. Too many gaps were left in defense.
Of course, especially Rashid Al Hassan. I don't know what he was doing with that particular ball here to have lost it to Samatex. And of course, seeing Emmanuel Mama scoring a goal in the last few minutes could have resulted into the equalizer for Samatex. And it's not surprising to see Fatah Mohammed actually shouting at his defender, that is Rashid Al Hassan, for making that particular mistake in losing it to Samatex. They could have punished them with that incident.
Fans are not too happy, especially about the injury situation to their man Rashid Al Hassan. He was daring forward. But let's also spare a thought for Real Tamale United. I mean, a team that also started the competition well, but were dogged with a lot of issues, especially off the field issues. Would you say that has also played a contributory part to their dismal performance, especially in the second round?
Well, of course. Quite apart from them having some bit of management issues, some of their supporters too actually didn't help the team a lot. That game against Midama Sporting Club, RTU were leading by a goal to nil. Ifan pelted a bottle of water against an MC, which went against the club. The FA punished them, banned them for some number of matches from the Alhaji Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium.
Goalkeeper doing well to deal with that. And it looks like Samatex have another opportunity. Dr. Imoro Osman is pointing to the corner kick spot.
Well, that was a good header by Samatex. Abdul Ghani was there, but the home side could have been the equalizer though. Last minutes are always dangerous, and so Karela United need to be very careful this time round.
So it's yet another opportunity for the visitors. And as we were talking about earlier, it's sad that Real Tamale United would have to go back, put their house in order in Division 1 and come forward. Corner kick is swung in. They set it out, no problems at all. Strong tussle for the ball, but sitting contention.
Yeah, so for RTU, after that particular incident against Midiama, they were banned from using their home stadium, which is the Alhaji Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium. So they played almost 3 of their home matches away from home in faraway Brekum. They won only 1 match there against Accra Alliance. They lost 1 and then drew 1-2 as well. And I guess if they were to play or honor some of these matches at the Ali Muhammad Sports Stadium, the points that would have amassed from that game would have, pushed them out of this particular relegation. But it is all up to fate. They really need to come back stronger next season.
Flag is up for offside. 6 minutes to go. Sprinting after that, but obviously will not get them anywhere. Samatex will bring on Richmond in Nkrumah for Samuel. Without a doubt, Samatex 1996 clearly deserve to be league champions. They carefully planned it out. They corrected their mistakes from last season. And this season, they lived up to expectation. It is not surprising that the Dr. Century Park is also known as the Fortress.
And I love their fan base too as well.
Fan base very vibrant.
Very vibrant. Well, it doesn't matter whether you play against them at the Century Stadium, they will definitely make the noise to come against you.
5 minutes to full time. Samatex in control. Seidu to the near side. Mama pushes it forward. It's kept in play. Nicely done. Karela have an opportunity. It looks like Jibril brought down. Got the ball from defense.
Yes, Jibril holding that particular ball with a push behind. I think it was a quite dangerous one by Afo with that particular tackle, and he could have been booked with that tackle on Jibril Nuruddin.
No danger, no problems at all for Kofi Ban. Yeah, made sure that there were no problems there. Welcome goal kick to Samatex. The long ball in, Fatal beat into it. Randy Forson trying to go forward, but no. Karela have other ideas. They still would want to push forward. They could have a goal in the making. Jibril's long pass goes wayward. Sure, he was trying to locate Captain Fatal. back play from Okran, not the best. It wasn't important, but they have an opportunity to get a goal. And it rolls into the net for goal number 4 for Karela United. And I think Welbeck, if we're not mistaken, has got a hat-trick.
Well, that was Solomon Abuaji, I should say. Welbeck Techi, I guess, was substituted earlier. And, well, the goalkeeper actually did so well to prevent the ball from entering the net, but the captain of the side also was far away from that particular. Solomon Abuaji making it 4-2 for Karela United, and I guess that sealed the 3 points for the home side.
The fans will show how happy they are. Hero of the moment came off the bench, and apparently came off the bench with a goal. Solomon Abuaji getting a goal. It's 4-2 advantage Karela, and with 3 minutes to go, barring any add-on time, we can't say that it's done and dusted.
For a team that expect to survive relegation, definitely you should expect them to put up this particular sterling performance in today's game. They have not given so much respect to Samatex, the runaway champions of the Ghana Premier League. And you could see the captain of the side, though still sitting down, well, is beating the ground, I should say. I guess he's quite frustrated. Well, I don't know if he's hurt with that particular challenge, trying to pick the ball out of the net.
Yeah, you could see him do the stretch when Kofi Barnes saved the ball first time. And Captain Ebenezer Aqua not looking too good as he walks off. But for this man, it's good enough. He's got a goal to his name. Solomon Abuaji came off the bench, registers a goal for Karela, his 3rd goal of the season. Nuruddin Amadou, the head coach of Samatex, with Hans Akimbo obviously wondering what's wrong with his side. Going to the last 30 seconds of 90 minutes. Karela keeping the ball to themselves now. They obviously would be in no haste.
Yeah. They may want to wild away time.
Yeah. Maybe entertain the fans a bit.
Of course.
4 minutes of add-on time as we hit the 90th minute mark. Aqua is back on the field, so that's good enough. Slowly but surely, Samatex would want to come off the blocks again. Karela were up by 2 goals, and Samatex managed to pull one back. Then they went up by 3 goals to 1, and then again Samatex pulled one back. Scoreline now: Karela 4, Samatex 1990. Karela have a player down, and sportingly he's helped to his feet.
Yeah. Just a long ball from the defense, trying to locate the attacker on the left side of attack.
He climbed up very high to get to the ball. And the news from the Nanajiman Bedu Park is that Adriana are on level terms now with his Inswatreman FC. Is now 2 goals each, 2 goals apiece. Gold Stars still lead Midiama by 2-0. Heart of Lions lead Legon Cities by 2-0. Nations Bechem is still 1-1. They are into injury time. Still going forward, Abdul. Well, he did very well to get to the very end.
That was a good run by Abdul Basit on the left flank, and it took Emmanuel Aqua, the captain of the side, to close him down on the byline. But of course, goalkeeper Kojoba was there for the away side.
Can he keep it in play? Yes, they can. Still a couple of opportunities as they come forward. Jibril brings it back, finds George Amonu. Yes, Fatal. Good turn. They keep it among themselves. And the fans will appreciate the effort of Karela this afternoon. Last 9 matches, they've not lost here. And this is going to be the 10th match without a loss. Takes it to 7 wins and 3 draws. Fighting spirit of Karela. Indeed, a lot of connoisseurs of the game are impressed with the build-up of Karela, the build-up of Heart of Lions. They were all lying precariously down there, but they have fought to restore some pride.
Especially Pando Heart of Lions. They have done massively well in their last 6-7 games, and they were able to move their team above relegation and almost get into the bottom half of the league table going into the last few games. For Karela United, not surprising at all, because ever since they moved back to the Nasharga Sports Center, you've seen that they only drew once at this particular venue, drawing 1-1 against Accra Lions here, and the rest of the games that they've played here, they've been able to pick the 3 maximum points. So it's not surprising at all seeing them, trying to survive relegation, especially at this particular point in time in the Ghana Premier League.
We've done 4 minutes of add-on time. Amonu can't get the shot on target. Good defending by the visitors. And any moment from now, Dr. Imoru Osman will signal the end of the game here at the Na Sheriga Sports Complex. Ball goes out. Referee says enough is enough. The home fans will applaud the effort of Karela United Football Club. They win the game by 4-2. And right here in the VIP box, officials of Samatex exchange pleasantries with their hosts, and the 2 coaches will do the same. We understand they are very good friends, and it's good to see them embrace. One has not only lost the game, one has won it, the other has won the league. What do you make of the performance today?
Well, I think both sides have actually exhibited some amount of professionalism, especially the champions of the Ghana Premier League, talking about Samatex 1996. I think they have deserved, this particular trophy. 2 years in the Ghana Premier League, and of course, winning it in your second year is not been easy for the away side in today's game. For Karela United, I'm sure they are definitely happy to have booked the 3 maximum points. It will definitely push them to avoid relegation going into their last game against Midiama Sporting Club, which I know they'll be playing that particular game in faraway Takwa, and I know they'll definitely get a good results from that game too as well.
So it's all over here at the Na Sheriga Sports Complex with the final score. Karela United Football Club winning by 4-2 against the uncrowned league champions Samatex 1996. From right to left, they try and get deep into the Emmanuel Mama gets to the ball, nicely done. Can he send in a decent cross? He sends in the cross, and that's the
Bonti.
Oh no, or